welcome to this edition. We are talking about instructional designs and material development. The manual that is developed under this heading is ESSEC English Language Teachers Staff in Service Training. Now this will have 10 main topics, but we are just looking at the third one today, which is teaching methodology. Under teaching methodology, we look at pedagogical approaches. And one of the most common pedagogical approaches are lecture-based training, which help teachers to present information in higher education students in word format. Second, active learning. Students must be actively engaged in learning process in order to enhance their language learning and facilitate teachers' activity or tasks in the classrooms. Second one, experiential learning. In experiential learning, we look at students and help them ask questions in order to find solution to problem and to solve them. And then the third part is inquiry-based learning. In inquiry-based learning, students are encouraged to ask questions, seek answers, develop critical thinking. The next step is collaborative learning. Students in collaborative learning work together in groups to solve problems and complete projects. The following one is flipped classrooms. Students can be contacted even if they are at home through some platform material and video engaging activities and discussion in the classroom. The second part of teaching approaches is effective lesson planning. In effective lesson planning, teachers have to set clear objectives, select appropriate content, use instructional methodology. That's instructional methodology. They have to use mixed activities and teaching method to keep students be engaged in their learning process. The second part is assessment and feedback. Designing assessment to check student understanding and providing timely feedback. Next, sequencing and pacing. Planning the order and the timing of the activity to maximize students' learning. Then, adapting student needs. In response to students' needs, individual and learning styles, we have to adapt to students' needs through our preparation steps. The third part of a teaching methodology is the classroom management. Teachers must have the control of their classrooms. Many teachers fail to have the control of their classroom. That's why teachers previously have to establish clear rule and expectation, setting communication, expectation, and behavior for participation. Managing transition, smoothly transitioning between activities to minimize disruption. Then, engage students to keep students be reinforcement to reward good behavior and efforts, and addressing behavior issues, implementing strategies to address disruption behavior or conflict. The fourth part of this chapter is engaging teaching techniques. In teaching technique, we look at hands-on activities involving students in experimenting projects and other interactive tasks. The next part is the storytelling. We have to encourage students to be in charge of telling stories, or even teach them through stories, not only writing on the board or either having jot down notes. This next one is the questioning, asking open questions to stimulate critical thinking in the classroom discussion. Teachers then proceed to gamification, so turning lessons into games or using game elements to motivate students' learning. And then look at incorporating multimedia, using videos, images, or other multimedia to enhance lessons. The last part of this teaching methodology is using technology in the classrooms. Integrating technology into classroom can enhance teaching and learning. This includes interactive whiteboards, using interactive boards for dynamic lessons. Then online learning platform. We have to utilize online learning platform resources for assignment or assessment student. So, educational application and software, incorporating educational application and software to skill development or for skill development. Video conferencing, also connecting with remote students and experts through video conferencing tools. The last part of this edition is digital resources. Accessing digital books, research materials, educational websites such as Coursera.org, Duolingo.org, or NASA's website for students. So, teachers often use a combination of these methodologies and topics to create effective and engaging learning experiences for their students. So, the choice of approach and technique depends on the specific context and the need for the learners. Thank you for your listening.